You got 2 drinks. You're more prepared than I am.
One's water.
Got that gigantic drink over there, but just need like a 20-foot straw so I can go. Howdy, y'all. Hey, this is our 20th episode. That's pretty cool.
And how fitting. We have these.
Oh, yeah, we got merch.
Hanging with the Huns.
Yeah, we got our merch on. Dorks.
We're
dorks.
Celebrating
That's awesome. This hat's freaking amazing. I love this hat. Checker hat. I've never seen one before. You like
cool.
it? Yeah. Mm-hmm. Hey, welcome to Hanging with the Huns. If we didn't mention that already. I'm your host, Todd. I got my Barry White voice going on right now. This is my lovely wife and co-host, Carrie.
Hello.
And we're celebrating our 20th episode tonight. That's it. So no agenda. We're going to talk about all the crazy week we've had.
I think it's been pretty productive.
Yes, very, very productive. So Thursday, that was a week ago, right? It's Thursday tonight. Mm-hmm. Yeah, so last Thursday, what did we do? I started my bootlicker podcast, which is awesome. Little shorter videos. I'm trying to make them shorter than they are, but they've been 12 minutes, 10 minutes, 15 minutes. So I've done 3 of those. I did 2 on Thursday. And then Friday, what did we do Friday? Oh, that's when we started the lamp. Yes. Oh, no, so hold on. Thursday night, we went to... So we have this idea to make a lamp for our friend Kelly. And it's out. I made 2 so far. Carrie has one in our room. And it's like a wine bottle. Forget what the name is, but it's at...
it's a Riesling.
Yeah, it's at Fresh Market. Yeah, Fresh Market. And it's in a really cool bottle shaped like a cat. And our friend Kelly wanted one. So I asked her if she wanted one. And she said yes.
Because she likes cats.
Yes, she likes cats. And so we went over to Fresh Market to see if they had any. And they were...
Didn't we go Wednesday first?
It might have been.
No, we went Wednesday. And they didn't have any,
right?
Because they only get them in special occasions, apparently. So, so they didn't have any. But when we asked the girl that worked there if they were going to be getting any in, she goes, "I'm not really sure, but
yes,
I have one."
Hooked us up.
She's like, "I have one. I haven't even opened it. It's just sitting on my counter, almost like it's just decoration at this point." And she goes, "You can have mine. I'll bring it tomorrow." And we're like, okay, that's so nice. So we went back the next day.
Yeah, went back the next day to pick it up, and her husband gave it to us, and we headed out to, that was Thursday, yeah. So Friday, I started to make it, and I did a video of that, which is also on the channel. And I wanted to do a Jaguar print lampshade, and I couldn't find any. I used to have 2 of them, and I used one, and then I made a lamp with the other one and sold it on Etsy. And but I wanted to do that again, so I went to our Aunt Roseanne said, "Oh, you should just get fabric and put it over the lamp or over the shade." And I was like, that's a good idea, because lampshades are $30 on Amazon. So anyway, I went to Hobby Lobby during lunch when I was over in Mandarin, and picked up some fabric and a yard of it, and it was $7. And I'm like, yeah, that's awesome. So took that home, and Carrie... I was trying to figure out how to do it myself, and I was like, I'm not going to figure this out. So
I figured you were just gonna glue it on there.
I didn't know what
Like just
I was
cut
like
it
trying to
and
like
then like
figure out
just
how
glue
you
it all on
trim
there.
it because the lampshade's kind of got a weird. It's like beveled or
Yeah, it kind of does
fluted. It's
indent
like
it. Like, and,
fluted,
yeah, that's
and
what you
so
said.
I didn't know how I was going to do it, but I figured we could make like a sleeve or something. But she took it.
Yeah, because I just so happen to have my sewing machine out because I've been kind of crafty
And it was
lately.
Friday, and I was making the hats, and so working the heat press, and I thought she was going to help me with that because I'm not. She's like the pro at that, and I'm not very good at it. So yet, I mean, I don't know.
I've
Just
had quite a bit of practice on it,
yeah,
so yeah,
everything I do is kind of like off center or
it does take
anyway.
a minute to kind of get used to it, get a
Yeah,
flow going with it.
but so I was like, "Come help me," and she's like, "I'm doing your lampshade," and I was like, "Oh,
I was like,
okay,
give me a minute.
all
I
right,
can
go ahead
only
and
do
do
one
that.
thing at a time.
I'll
Let me
figure it
finish
out.
this.
Don't worry about it." So she sewed it up and made like a sleeve for it, and I'll show pictures. It looks awesome. It turned out perfect. So we collaborated on that and made the lamp. So that was good. And I did a video and
Yeah, it turned
on
out
it
really
on the
good.
whole
That's
process.
awesome.
Yeah, and then Saturday we went to St. Pete to pick up our daughter, not our daughter, but our
Her
daughter's
stuff
stuff from
packed the
her dorm room.
packed everything that we could that wouldn't fit into the car that she's going to be
Yeah,
bringing back when she came back.
so she's coming home. So we've been like empty nesters for what? How long now? 2
Um,
years?
has it been 2
I don't
years?
know. Maybe
I feel
one
like
year.
it's been about a
I
year.
don't know. It's been a while. So we've been
Yeah,
very busy doing art stuff and working, of course.
lots of hobbies.
Everything we're doing that is not art is either me running the business or Carrie working full time. So it's a lot. We got a lot going on, but it keeps keeps us busy.
Yeah,
You
well, I
know?
mean, because at least on the weekends, we're finding things to do with our time, and I'm finding that I have some things that I'm getting interested in as far as being creative, in which I feel like you have inspired me to do because I see all your art and all the things that you make, and I'm like, I want to make stuff.
Yeah. Heck
so,
yeah.
so I started with those shirts, with our merch, also for your band, and
And
yeah.
that
So
stuff's
then,
awesome.
and I have some T-shirts I want to make eventually too, but I've also been working on some jeans because I've I go out to look. I go thrifting. That's what I do. I like to buy thrift clothes, clothes from the thrift store. um, and I've been looking for bell bottoms. I don't know why I've just have this thing for bell bottoms right now, and I've not been able to find any. They're either too small, uh, you know, and or too. I don't know. I can't ever find any that fit me and that I like. So I was like, I'll just start making some. And I got some inspirations online and figured out how to make them. So I've probably made about 5 pairs, I think.
What's the channel you watched? The lady that she makes all the awesome clothes.
T. Myers, I think is her
She's
channel.
awesome. Shout out
Yeah.
to
Tracy
her.
Myers. She's
She's
amazing.
awesome.
So much fun to
I
watch. And
get
she
sucked into that. I'm like, oh my gosh, she's amazing. The stuff she's making. So
so Faye
she's
is the one
very.
that told me about her.
Oh, okay.
And well, actually, it's funny because when I was looking on YouTube for inspirational videos or to learn, because I like to look on YouTube to see if I can learn how to do something. I mean, I'm not the best sewer. I'm not a professional, but just like when I was crocheting, I was kind of taught how to crochet, and I taught myself also how to do a lot of it because I don't, and I learned from watching because I don't follow patterns
Right.
necessarily, especially with crocheting. Um, and so I was looking on YouTube for some videos to kind of give me some, um, I guess, skills or help me learn how to actually make
Right.
some things.
I
so
mean,
I,
everything I do is I've learned everything from YouTube. YouTube is like the
they call
most
it.
valuable resource.
It's like a University of YouTube. Is
Yeah,
what they
pretty
call
much.
it. So anyway, I came across T. Myers, and I was watching some of her videos. Actually, the jeans that I wanted to make were similar to the one she was making, and then I just like started watching all of her videos, and I'm just like, wow, she's awesome, and learning about her, where she came from, what she's doing, and everything. But anyway, so I was telling Aunt Faye about it, and she goes, I was telling her about my jeans and what I'm wanting to do, and or what I've been doing, and she goes, "Oh, you should watch T. Myers." And I was like, "Oh my gosh, I just came across her. I do watch her. She's awesome."
Yeah, she is.
But yeah, so
So are you wearing some right now?
I am.
Oh
So
yeah, sugar ducky.
these are a pair of my flares that I made from skinny jeans. So a lot of my jeans I don't like skinny jeans anymore. I don't really like, I don't like skinny fitted jeans are okay, but these are like, some of them are just, I don't like how they fit, and or they're really long. So when I flare them, it makes more sense. It fits better. So
I need some.
yeah, so I just flared these with a shirt that I didn't wear. So, all my stuff is still like, just either from my closet or what I already have. So it's just, yeah, so that's a pair. And then I made like another pair that's from the knee or above the knee and goes down to a flare bell bottom. And then another pair kind of like this with something else.
I
But
think you
I
didn't you just
made
finish that one Saturday
my
or
red velvet bell
yeah.
bottoms. Yeah, I'm excited about wearing those. Those are a pair of jeans that I've been waiting to fit in. They were too small, and I actually had them on a pile of clothes that I were going to make to fit me, like widen them. But I tried them on because of our whole weight loss journey. They fit, and I was like, yes, I didn't even have to alter them as far as size
awesome.
goes. And so I was so excited because I love those jeans. But again, they're the too tight. Like I didn't like. I want them flared, so I was like, I'm gonna make these into my bell bottoms that I've been having in my head. This is like an idea that I've had in my head for months now, and I'm like, I need to just do it. And it was because I found a dress that I wanted to make into the bell bottoms, and so I took a dress and made the bell bottoms from that, and
thrifted.
Yep, so I'm excited to wear those eventually. I don't know when or where I'm gonna wear them, but yeah. But yeah,
so
that's
I think
what
that was all
doing.
the weekend, and then
yeah.
So Monday, came along, and I do a open mic night at Whitey's Fish Camp, and it's pretty cool. It's usually the host is Banjo Brown, who is the singer in one of my bands, Banjo Brown and the Road Gators. I play drums for him, and then so Monday, and then D Marvin is the other host. But we switch off, and they both use me. I'm like the house drummer there. So we went there, and it was Cinco de Mayo, and I remembered I was at Goodwill probably, I don't know, every time I've been there in the last year, I've seen this stack of sombreros.
The same ones? Like
yes, the same ones. So I was like, oh my gosh, I woke up Sunday or Monday morning, I woke up and I was like, it's Cinco de Mayo. Or we call it Cinco de Germo because it's Jeremy's from our cousin from Rusty Shine. It's his birthday. But it's also Patty and Paul,
my parents' anniversary.
Their anniversary. So there's a lot going on Cinco de Mayo. So I was like, well, I'm going to be festive and see if maybe they'll want to wear sombreros. So I went there and I saw them. They're still there in the same spot. I was like, oh my gosh. I grabbed them. There's 7 and they had no price tags on them or anything. And I took them up and I said, look, these have been here for like at least a year. She's like, I know. They've been here forever. And I go, I don't know how much they are. There's no price tag on them. And she counted them up and she goes, $5. And I was like,
how many were there?
7.
7.
So I got 7 for $5. And I took those to the open mic, and the bartender and the staff all wore them. And then me and my guitarist, Phil, he wore his. So we were festive. And I like doing that. Bartenders love doing that. They're all about it.
It's fun.
But yeah, so we played our set, and we normally let people up there, and there was like not very many people on the list. to play, and we're like, what the heck? And Carrie's family shows up, and
They were
they're
out celebrating their
yeah.
anniversary,
So
46 years.
yeah, so that was
Like,
awesome.
that was a
So
nice surprise.
Paul played a couple 3 or 4 songs, and then a bunch of other people came, and they all played songs, and so
Yeah,
it
that's a good
ended
time.
up being a really good
So,
night. Yeah, it was fun. And then so Tuesday night, what happened on Tuesday night? Anything? Oh, Tuesday night I had practice with
practice.
Goodwood band. So
And that's
they've
what Jade came home too.
oh yeah, Jade came home, and like super late. Um
Yeah.
and I had practice with Goodwood, and I'm playing with them right now because they don't have a drummer. So I played with them. I love them. Um years, but I just got to the point where it's too far for me to drive. But anyway, so I'm playing with them, and then we have a couple shows coming up, and so Wednesday night I had practice also with Banjo Brown and the Road Gators. But when I got there, Jeremy from Rusty Shine just called me, and he's like, man, I just dropped off the speakers um, at the shed. And I was like, oh yeah. So what happened was Casey is a UPS driver, and he's also the singer in Rusty Shine, one of my many bands, my family band. Um, and he calls me, and I'm out doing my route on the north side, and he said, or San Marco, sorry. Uh,
North Side,
I
San
don't know.
Marco.
I was on the northern. No, that's like
North
south
Bank?
side.
Is
That's
that what they
south
call?
side.
Yeah, it's
That's
South
south
Side, but
side.
it goes to, is that the North Bank of
Yeah.
the
Okay. Whatever.
downtown?
Anyway,
South
San
Bank.
Marco.
South Bank of downtown.
But Casey calls me and goes, "Hey Todd, where you at?" And I'm like, "Man, I'm in San Marco." And he's like, "Oh man, there's 2 speakers, Mackie full loudspeakers, powered on the side of the road. This guy just brought him down. He knew who the guy was and everything. He's I guess a customer. Casey knows everyone. He delivers. I mean, you guys know everyone. So he said, "Can you go pick him up?" And I was like, "Man, I can't do it." And he's like, "My truck's full. I can't do it." I don't think he probably doesn't do that anyway. But so Jeremy went and picked him up. And long story short, he brings him back to the shed, and there's these huge speakers made by Mackie, and they look brand new. And I'm like, man, we got to plug them in. So we plug them in. They both work perfect. Perfect brand new speakers. So Rusty Shine has a new PA system basically because we've been using the same speakers for what 15 years now since we started. We've had one set of speakers, and they've been good, but these are way better. So anyway, that was awesome. Trashiest
And that was Wednesday?
provides the ground score. That was Wednesday, and then
Here's
tonight's Thursday. Hey, so I did a bootlicker podcast earlier, and now we're doing this podcast, our number 20. So, but let me see here.
Which is fitting to talk about. We've reached number 20, which I think is a pretty good milestone so far, and to talk about all our accomplishments of this week being pretty jam-packed and busy.
So that's one thing, like they say when you're doing a podcast, they say just do as many as you can, and just keep content coming out. I mean, shouldn't be boring, obviously, but from what I've seen, it's like you want to have enough videos out there so people can go through and see your channel and everything. And I think our channel is different than anyone's because we have our podcast, and then I'm doing my videos, and then I have my other videos, and there's music on there, all our kids' music and their art, and Jade's movies.
Yep, and eventually I will have some videos.
Yep.
I'd like to do, once I get good at sewing. You don't want to see me right now. How many times I gotta
Like a
reset
4-hour
something?
video.
I'm not
Yeah.
there yet.
She will be. We'll get her there.
I'm
Yeah,
just,
because
I'm just not. I mean, I'm not saying like I'm not good, but what I'm saying is to watch, like, because I've seen people do their videos and watch them, and I'm like, man, they make it look so easy, and I'm like,
yeah,
it's just like do 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 do. Like, I'm like, you mean they're
I
not
think
messing up and having to go back? And that's because I haven't sewn it in a long time, and then I'm I mean, I haven't really taken like classes. There's not a lot of people teaching me. I'm learning on my own, so learning as I go, and just not comfortable in showing myself sewing in a video yet because I don't want it to be like, what in the world is she doing?
I
Like
think you should
I
do.
need to learn how to do how like a flow or be able to set it up,
Yeah,
and once I
that's
figure all
hard.
that
That's
out,
difficult
yeah.
because you're doing like things that take a lot of time.
Yeah, I mean, it
I would
probably would
just
take a while to do the video, and that's another thing is finding the time to do that. I'm like, how do they get the camera set up in all different angles too?
yeah.
And then you're like starting, and then you have a whole thing, when you're done. Yeah, I don't know. We'll get there. I really do want to have some videos
I
because
think you
I'd
should
like to
do a
do some
vlog of
step by
your
step.
just like a vlog. Like what I'm doing, but whatever your kind of interests are, or what are you looking at me like that? That
Because I
doesn't
don't
have to be
know.
like
I don't know
political
what you
like
mean.
mine.
No, I just don't know if that's what I want to go
No.
with, the direction I want to go. But I would like to be able to do those videos where I can show you how to, starting with something and how to, step by step on simple things. I mean, because um, I've had friends say, or like I've had people say, like, um, you know, I know how to sew, but I don't really know how to like. I'd love to learn how to make something like that, but on my own. And and like how you should make videos to show like how you do it. And I'm like, that's a good idea. And that's the videos I watch. And so when I watch them, like, just haven't figured out how to set it up yet. And yeah.
Well, you should
Eventually, I'd like to
just
do that.
kind of
So we'll see.
mimic the videos
Yeah.
that you like.
And I figured now that Jade's home, she's good at that stuff.
Yeah,
She can help me figure
she's
it
a
out.
film student, so she's
Yeah.
the pro. And I'm kind of learning how to do it
Yeah,
slowly
kind of
but
similar how
surely.
you show your, how you do your lamp.
Yeah, the lamp videos.
Yeah.
Yeah, those are easy. But
Yeah.
so tomorrow is a band is playing at Southern
One of
Grill
our favorite places.
called yes, we love Southern Grill. Um, One Good Ring, and they're a really good Grateful Dead cover band, and they will also be with my hippie band at China Cat Sunflower Festival,
Yeah.
which we talked about with Brenda. Brenda's the China Cat founder. But they're awesome. They're playing tomorrow, and they're amazing band.
Yeah, there'll probably be a lot of people.
Pretty much the Grateful Dead.
It'll be fun. Good times.
Different people playing the music. And then Saturday, my band is playing at Whitey's Fish Camp, 8 to 11.
An actual
That is Banjo Brown
the
and the
Road
Road
Gators,
Gators.
and not just open mic nights.
Yes, we're inside on the
Official
stage.
show. That's
And
cool.
because it'll probably be raining, so if y'all want to come out to that, come out and have a good time. It's going to be fun.
Honey, you're talking like this is live.
I don't know. I mean,
we'll probably
I know
won't post this until Monday.
No, because now I need to do it tomorrow.
Oh
so
my gosh.
yeah. Anyway, Saturday.
I thought you're not supposed to
The
post
10th?
things on Fridays.
I don't know. I don't follow any rules.
Obviously, I don't think it makes a difference. We
Yeah.
post on different days; they all end up being about the same. So, yeah. Well, then go ahead and do that, and then you can get it out there. So.
Okay. So anyway.
You got a lot of work to do. You got to cram
I
into
know,
editing.
right? No, I'm not going to edit this. I'm just going to let it ride. No, I'm just kidding. So this is 20 for us, and we're keeping on.
Yes.
We are not quitting this. We are having fun and bringing out all kinds of different content and on our channel. And
we appreciate it, even if it's the small amount of subscribers. I feel like it's a lot. 113. Hey.
Yeah, that's a good number.
I'm very thankful for all of them. And anyone else who's watching, I don't know if all 113 are watching us, our show.
And we just hit 8,500 views,
Thank
whatever
you.
that means.
What is it?
8,500 views.
Wow,
So
okay, that sounds good
we
too.
got a little badge for it.
Hey,
So,
we celebrate all the little wins.
yes, I don't care.
Because pretty soon, maybe one day it'll be big ones. We'll see.
Yep. So next week we'll have a special guest, hopefully.
Yes,
So we'll see.
I'm ready to get some more guests.
Yeah,
on.
we're gonna get some more people.
We have some people that have very interesting things to talk about. That we just gotta get them out.
So many people are afraid to do a podcast though, and I get it because it's like when we first started out, it's kind of nerve wracking. I mean, but I think it's when they think it's live.
Yeah.
And I can edit if they say something.
Yeah, or hey, if you don't like it at all, just let us know.
I mean, even like Rogan can edit his podcasts and stuff like that. So it's not but I get it. I mean, it's kind of a nervy thing at first. But we're used to it. 20 in, and
I think once they're here, they can see it's pretty chill.
Yeah, super chill. And this is the best studio on YouTube.
Probably have the tiniest camera ever.
Not to talk smack on anybody else's, but I mean, like every video you look at, they all have like the same bland gray background. It's almost like they teach people how to build a studio. There's probably a message or
there is a
YouTube channel that
it's even how
I know that they have a little shelf with a plant.
They literally do tell you it should be clean, have like this or that, whatever. I'm like,
maybe that's why we don't have 1 million views. Seriously,
really, that's what people want to see. Just well,
this place is awesome. It's the realm.
Yeah, I like it.
That's what Casey called it. Our realm. It is my realm. Your realm.
Maybe one day we will just have a plain little background with a table
and a plastic tree. No, and some books that are like fake. They're not even real books. So we got not real books. We're almost there. We got a tree too. There's a tree. It's just not plastic. And it's psychedelic.
I love this couch, and I love this because it kind of gives the Blues Clues vibe.
I don't watch that.
I remember that was such a cute show.
Wasn't it Steve?
Steve,
yes. See, okay.
Get his notebook, and
yeah.
I watched it with the kids. It was fun.
Yeah,
I think it was even around when I was younger. I mean,
I don't know. I had
it's the 90s, I think. Actually.
The Flintstones.
Anyways.
Anyway, so that's it. Y'all have a good weekend, and we'll see you on number 21, hopefully pretty soon.
Yeah.
But thanks for watching. Thanks for watching, and thanks everyone for supporting us and subscribing and doing all the things. It's awesome.
And if you haven't yet, please like and subscribe.
Yeah.
We appreciate you.
I mean, if you like it. If not,
I said
you don't. Yeah, I know.
If you haven't yet and you want to.
I feel weird about us. I don't know. Whatever.
I just said if you haven't and you want to.
It's good. Oh, we got a sponsor for this episode.
Do we?
See that? Got a bump right there. I didn't tell Luke I'd do this.
Well, then that's not technically a sponsor, then.
Well, he is. He gave me a sticker.
For your drums.
He also gave me this energy vape, which is
essential oils.
Vaporized. It's not nicotine.
No,
it's not
nicotine.
Not the other stuff either.
No, it's just essential oils.
Oh, it's caffeine. Essential oils with caffeine. So it makes you gives you energy.
You can make a vape out of caffeine.
Man, well, we didn't even need that this week. We've had awesome energy. I think that's our weight loss.
Yes, I have noticed a difference in my energy. I haven't needed an energy drink. Well, I've had a couple, but not like I used to, like where I'm just like, oh, I can't get through the rest of the day. Nope, haven't had any of that. I mean, it's been a little bit of a, little sleepy day or whatever, but not too bad. I've definitely noticed I have a lot more energy than I used to.
Yep. Yeah. It's fun.
And that's talking about what we were talking about on another episode, our natural Ozempic.
Oh, yeah.
That's what we're talking about, in case y'all didn't see that episode.
Yeah, go back and watch it.
Yeah.
Or the one I did today, because I did an update today on just mine.
Okay.
But anyway. All right, y'all.
Good stuff. See you later.
See you next time. Peace.
Peace out.